This is the third part of the video. We are explaining chapter 1 from the book called English Literature, written by Martin Stephen. Chapter 1 is about study and examination techniques in English literature. In one of the last sections of the chapter, Stephen explains the steps we need to follow to write down our essay. He begins by explaining that there's a stage called planning. The time spent on an essay should be divided into 3. Part 1 consists of going through the text and notes, assembling information that is relevant to the essay title you are answering. Part 2 consists of taking this raw material and working up an essay plan for it. Part 3 consists of actually writing the essay. Working out an outline. This is part of the planning stage. We should always begin by writing an outline. This is what Stephen calls a plan. There are steps in the preparation of the outline. The first stage is to jot down everything you can think of that might be useful for the essay. So in this first step, we need to brainstorm all the possible ideas we believe might be useful. The second step is to go through your rough jottings, taking out any repetitions and checking if the information is relevant. The third stage is to order the information into paragraphs, and the fourth stage is to think of an introduction and a conclusion. Now, this is very important. You must know what your viewpoint is before you start to write the essay. So first of all, you need to make up your mind. You need to come up with an opinion. If you're not sure about what your opinion is, then you cannot start writing the essay. Now, let's now talk about the introduction, the development, and the conclusion. The introduction must clarify the line of approach that the candidate proposes to take. The introduction must give a gentle leading to the essay. In the introduction, we must include our opinion on the subject, on the topic, and our plan to support our opinion. The development of the body. Each paragraph in the development must focus on one aspect presented in the introduction. And Stephen also mentions that all paragraphs must have the same structure. There must be a topic sentence which sums up the statement made in that paragraph, then some more lines to elaborate on that topic or theme, and finally quotations and evidence to prove it. Finally, the conclusion. A conclusion is simply a very brief summary of the main conclusions raised in each paragraph. Never mention new ideas in the conclusion. This is the golden rule. We should never mention new ideas in the conclusion. Stephen also mentions some errors like using slang or contracted forms. We need to avoid those forms. And this last tip is very important. Always write in the present tense when referring to a book. The events in a book, play, or poem happen anew every time the book is read. So remember to use present tenses when you are referring to the play, the poem, the novel, or the short story. So this is the end of this part of the video. Now you are ready to start writing.